Hello YouTubes, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy I Advance with me, BlueAnkylo. So, last episode we made a quick trip to the Chaos Temple, or Chaos Shrine I guess it might be called, and we had a bit of misfortune. Unfortunately, our good buddy the Sabin the monk was brutally murdered by a ghoul, I think. So that was kind of disappointing for our first trip, but I figured I'll show a couple of the landmarks as we're going along here. To the south of the town there actually was a port for a ship, but you can't use it yet, and you might not even recognize what it looks like, I don't know. But I sort of realized, like I was saying, I wanted to play the game just sort of as if you didn't know what was coming. I missed some of the stuff. Alright, there's our bridge. We can't get across it because it's broken. The king has promised to fix it for us. Finally gonna help out his kingdom by reconnecting. Pretty lazy king. The comic makes fun of him a lot, I think. Or, well, maybe not makes fun of, but you know. Well, that was a lot of levels up. There we go, our black mage finally got some hit points, so that's good. Starting to worry there. 2 levels up with only 1 HP now. 1 HP per level up was pretty poor. Usually, the fighter and the monk will get the most hit points. And the white mage is doing really good this time too, so that's nice, but generally the monk gets a lot. He is a level behind. So now this cave wasn't in the original game. Earth Gift Shrine. Pronounced by letters. This is the Earth Gift Shrine. Long ago, oh man, dwarf speak. I don't think I can handle it. Ye could enter, but the way's been shut. Sign the land okay, whatever, something, it's closed. The putrid stench of decaying earth hangs heavy in the air. So we can't actually enter the shrine until we defeat the first big boss, anyway, the fiend of earth, essentially, the lich. So, can't go in there anyway. That's the first bonus dungeon, that is. So, we wouldn't want to go in there yet anyway. We'd be murdered pretty quickly, I think, at level 2 and 3. So, nothing to worry about there. 2 hits. So, let me just, if you notice that, I'll just try to quickly check. Yeah, 34 accuracy, so it's 32 or 34 or something like that. That changes it from 1 hit to 2. You know what? Just gonna have a naked monk. To hell with it. Uh-oh, we got some spiders. Black widows. And they're not that scary. There you go, punching for the win. Okay, now directly forward is the actual boss, so you could fight the boss in like 3 steps if you wanted. Oh, ambushed by wolves. And warg wolves. Warg wolf. That sounds kind of silly. Wargs being from like Lord of the Rings. I'm actually not going to bother with this fight, there's just too many of them. Oof, they're doing some pretty heavy damage actually. Come on, Sabin. Somebody get us away. Uh-oh. I'm hoping this episode isn't a repeat of last episode. So heals. We got some more heals this time, so we should be okay. So we hit. This is a very, very nice and symmetrical level. It's really only 1 floor. There's not a whole lot to do. That was better. So we hit that treasure room. There's sort of 4 spread all around the corners, so I'll show you what we got. Right, if you did go straight in the middle, if you're really in a rush, you would have just gone straight up from the entrance and fought the boss, but come on, we gotta explore. Zombies. Zombies are easy. Dia would work on them, but I'm trying to save the magic, the MP. That's one major difference too between the original game and this version. In the original one you had like charges, like for every level of magic you'd have a certain number of charges, and you could cast that many spell of that level per charge sort of thing. You couldn't, share it or anything. In this game it's just a shared pool of MP, just like, well, most games have mana or MP or something. It's pretty modern. So that makes it a lot easier actually in this version. In the original, the highest you could actually have was 9 charges of a certain spell, and that you really you ended up spending a lot of time managing your resources, your potions and your healing spells and stuff, just so you could, you know, tough it out through the entire fight. If you ran out, you were in big trouble. So, you know, that's another one of the reasons this game's easier. We also get, you know, way more levels. All the enemies have less hit points and they're easier and stuff. Everything costs less, you know, that kind of stuff. So hopefully, I won't have to bite my tongue again, you know, saying it's easy and then immediately having someone killed. It's not trivially easy, so you can still have people die, so, you know, we'll go with that. But it's much easier than the original game. And then Vivi dies or something. Although I suppose it might be the rule of Let's Playing, as soon as you start Let's Playing, you know, everything you say comes back to bite you. But we've got some healing magic, so I might as well use it. Now you can't multi-target a cure spell in this game. You can only use it on one person. We'll eventually get a heal spell. It's called Heal, and that will be that will cast on the entire party. So those ones are, you know, better. In Final Fantasy 1 for the NES, I didn't actually use them hardly ever because they healed so little. But in this one, the higher your intelligence stat, the more healing you will get. I don't know the formula exactly, but whatever. It goes up as you go up in levels. So essentially, a big heal spell like Heal 3 or whatever you want to call it will actually significantly heal the entire party, quite a lot. So I think we're okay. You know what? There's one trick. You can actually save inside dungeons now. I kind of forgot. Makes it really easy. So what's going on here? Garland. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. That's a good evil villain. Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? Not terribly, really. You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. Boss music. Yeah, there's not much to do. We don't have a whole lot of options at this point. Cast magic on him, though. Might as well use some of that. Not bad. 40 damage. I think we'll be okay. We've got quite a lot of levels up at this point. Show you thunder. I don't think there's a big difference in damage between fire and thunder, so it's just... well, unless an enemy is weak against it, of course, but just in general they should be pretty similar. Ah, we knocked him down. Farewell, Garland. 250, got a level up for 7. Good for him. 3 hit points, though. Poor. So we found Lady Sarah. We've rescued the princess. You've come to rescue me? I don't know how I can ever thank you. I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. You must allow me to show you my gratitude, or something like that. Please accompany me to Castle Cornelia. You got it. So that is not the last time we'll go to the Chaos Shrine, but we won't go back for quite a while. The king. Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the warriors of light from Lakhan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety, ahem, if I may. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now, I hear that a crystal can be found on a continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt, as promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals, and to the world. Yeah! Victory music. Unfortunately... Oh, wait a minute. This loot has been entrusted to the princesses of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this loot as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you in your journey. You obtained the loot! Hooray. So that counts as a key item here. I'll just show you quickly. You cannot drop it or something. A sonorous instrument of great beauty. The lute. Don't... I guess you could forget about it if you want, but we're not going to use it anytime soon. Now, the king mentioned that he thought a crystal was to the north. He's actually completely wrong. It's like way, way to the... Well, there's one way to the west, and there's one way to the east, but, you know, his knowledge of geography mustn't be that great. The truth is you have to go north over the bridge to get there, but it's not anywhere near north. Sarah's thoughts are always with you. The dancing... Yeah, we talked about that before. If you wanted, you could... I mean, here in Cornelia... No, it's nothing. Oh! You should make preparations for your journey. Restore light to crystals. Well, I didn't know that part of the story. I wonder which one of us she likes, or maybe she just likes all of us. I guess we could talk to everyone again, just see if there's anything new. Yes. He's a little bit nervous about being a guard. Okay. I'm just gonna try to speedily check if there's anything new. The beautiful lute handed down for generations to the princesses is said to have a unique power. It can shatter the gateway of evil. That's very handy sounding, very useful. Are you the warriors of light? We are. Well, until we light one of the crystals, I guess it's hard to really prove it, but... Thank you. I don't know how I could ever thank you for rescuing Sarah. You know, money would be nice. Nobody really gave us anything. Like, we got the loot and a bridge, but, you know, these guys should have some money. They could give us something. But we're not greedy. We're light warriors. We'll work for free. My sister's back, and it's all thanks to you guys, isn't it? I could just kiss you. Well, thanks, kid. Oh, good. Alright, let's get on with it. We don't want to spend all day. Oh, what's this? The drawbridge. I guess it might be a drawbridge. Looks more like just a normal bridge to me. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lakhan's prophecy. Oh, look at them work. Speedy little dudes. Build. Soon we'll have a nice bridge. I wonder where they got all the stone for that from. It's pretty nice. Now there, good job. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? The four warriors of light are here. They're here in Cornelia. Oh boy. Not for long though. We shall continue our journey. Oh yes, that's the little port I was talking about. Ships can dock there. As if you couldn't figure that out on your own. Hi there, I'm a dancer. Why are you still here? Weren't you supposed to be crossing the bridge to the north? You must really want to dance with me. I like her. That's cool. Story. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's going to be too much new around the town. A witch named Matoya lives to the north. Well, maybe we should visit her. According to the king, you'd think she has a crystal. Crescent moon. Oh, if you have trouble of obtaining one through normal means, you could... Oh, I must have missed something. Let's try again. So crescent moon, but you'll need a ship to get there. Yeah. If you have troubles, like buying one, you could borrow a pirate ship. Yes. I shall borrow one at the nearest opportunity. Matoya's peepers aren't too sharp. She can't see a thing without her crystal eye. Oh, we got a blind witch then. And he's been in Provoca, but now it's a pirate's den. I wonder if the pirate's den has a pirate ship. Do I want to go to the inn? Nope. Let's do one little thing here and then I'll close the episode up. This is essentially the end of the intro up here. So we're just finishing off the first little quest. In the original book, I think, or like in the manual from the original game, it actually mentions that after you finish this part, it's a good time to consider if you like your party, and if you wanted to restart with a different party, this was a good chance or something. You know, stuff like that. It's kind of cute. But we'll be fine. So we try to cross the bridge, but we get a cutscene. With doves. Do quite like the music in this game. And so their quests began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. Do you feel overwhelmed, audience? I think we can handle it. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands, but they held them. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. Legendary crystals. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. Well, we've got a pretty big quest ahead of us. It's not the longest game in the world, of course, but it sounds like we've got an important job to do with our crystals. Yes, and that concludes the introduction to the game, I suppose. And that concludes episode 2 of my Let's Play. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope I see you back again for the next episode of Let's Play... What game is this? Final Fantasy 1 Advance. Thank you, and have a great day.